I played Pokemon GO. This might actually be a really good YouTube video. I mean, YouTube is recommending it to me. I'm sure this video is going to be a really creative and artsy song.
I'm back.
I play Pokemon GO every day!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy. This might actually be one of the worst YouTube videos I've ever seen in my
Dude, what enthralling commentary. Does that have 10 million?
entire life.
And what much of these commentary channels like to do was make fun of cringy videos.
It had never been done. We had just unlocked the cringe emotion.
This song being called Cyberbully Channels Are Cancer, which called out Leafy, Ricegum.
He's gonna make it old news in your mind. That's solo. Shit. Listen, I don't condone that ableist language, but he's his own man. I'm not your dad. And is he wrong? If you've ever taken the time to look at the guidelines before you speak to me on this very YouTube channel, dude, you'll notice there's only one rule. Be nice to me, please, God. And some of you comedically disregard that rule, and I have to respect it, dude. It's just a request, not a command. I'm not your dad, I'm not your pa. Dude, today we're taking a look at YouTube's most infamous bullied children by Wavywebsurf, dude. Pretty sure I've seen some of this guy's videos before.
But overall, the visual aesthetic wasn't too track. So Flappy Bird would be probably...
This dude is in the vibe chamber right now. The vibes are right, baby. Let's go. I don't need to hear about your Anthony Fantano-ass vegan wallet. Sleek and beautiful and cool and affordable.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Dude, I freaking recognize the Pokemon GO kid, I think, and Rebecca Black and just the thumbnail alone, but let's freaking see who's bullying people. But what's important is that we do not do it to me. Okay. And also, we can bully that like button if we need to take out some aggression during this, okay, brother? Let's put it right on my ass, brother!
The YouTube community has something of a dark past when it comes to how folks have treated younger creators. Yes, sadly, historically speaking, we've seen many child and teenage YouTubers share their creativity to this platform, only to be picked on and bullied, sometimes even harassed by older users.
Hey man, take your ass back to YouTube Kids. We tell jokes around here, alright? Take your sensitive ass back to the baby app, Kevin Hart meme.jpg. We clowning this motherfucker, better take your sensitive ass back to Breaking Bad. This is Fear and Hunger. We clowning this motherfucker, take your ass back to Pathologic. I don't know any of these things. Why are they all such...
Today we'll be taking a look at what happened to some of these infamous bullied child YouTubers.
Let me know what happened.
Sammy Sonic Fan all the way to Rebecca Black. These are the bullied children.
Well, we know what happened with her. She makes normal music now, I think. She makes the Friday remix now, but with hyperpop. Featuring 303. Oh, and the troll face guy? A lot more my speed than the original, I'm not gonna lie. I need that 200 BPM, or 400 or whatever.
Today's video is sponsored by Rocket Money.
Hell yeah, but kids don't have any money, nor the ability to drive a rocket. I love Sonic.
In a weird way,
I'm just kidding, but I at least like him. He's alright, to be honest. I hate him now that I said anything.
One of the most mocked yet simultaneously beloved figures online. And his story showcases both the good and evil capable of random internet users from across the world. In April of 2013, a 14-year-old kid by the name of Sammy Thomas started a YouTube channel known as Sammy Sonic Fan. He would begin uploading videos centered on Nintendo and Sega games.
Nintendo? What is so wrong about that? Oh, what? Because I prefer Nintendo? That makes me bad? That doesn't even make sense!
Who's telling you that? Your parents? Just call the police. If needed, obviously. Don't do that. It's not needed. We can work this out.
Or in the following few months, and some of his most rage-filled videos, they started to get attention from the public for, less than favorable reasons. The first of these was Stop Criticizing the Wii U, where Sammy defends the console from complaints that the public was making.
Dude, that's hilarious. The Wii U was such a horrible idea for a console, but I feel like it's probably aged well. If I cracked that baby open, I wouldn't know what to do with it. My boomer mind would actually melt. I would say, this isn't an iPad! Ah! And then burn it.
And you know what? I've had enough of the freaking criticism!
Dude, I had that same poster when I was probably next to you in class. We're probably the same person.
Stop criticizing the Wii U!
He just hit the whip and a nay-nay? In record time?
Why do we have to deal with this? You freaking fricks!
On July 15th,
you could tell he's not even really that mad.
2013, Sammy would upload a video that got far more attention than anything else he had ever published. Stop Hating on Sonic was the video that catapulted Sammy from being a small, obscure creator to a full-blown internet meme.
I'm finna keep hating on him, dude. I feel like there's a lot to hate. Like, the fact that he's always wearing shoes? What are you so scared of?
Happened almost
Someone
overnight.
catching a peek of them toes? Take the shoes off. I'm just saying. Look how loosely fit they are. What the fuck is he saying? The microphone is doing a lot of heavy lifting for the comedic tone of this video.
Sonic!
Is your house falling off a cliff? Is the poster closer to the floor than the ceiling? I just have a couple questions. He's pissed.
Stop hating on Sonic for no reason!
Okay.
His over-the-top anger and slew
I
of
don't
quotable
even hate
lines
him
in this
that bad. I was just fucking ruined.
video cemented Sammy in online culture as a meme.
Sonic is not trash anymore. I know it's kind of hard to believe after we got that monstrosity, Sonic 06, and I don't care what you guys say.
You're telling me people bullied this kid? He's just expressing himself. You fucking heathens.
Oh, Sonic 06 was a good game. Sonic 06, best Sonic game ever.
Holy shit. Sonic 06 is a subpar game, to say the least, dude. It's an open world game that they forgot to fill up with fun. He just hit the goddamn ooh, ah, from down with the sickness, dude.
He's good again. Isn't that enough?
I mean, he's clearly trolling, though, so falling for this bait couldn't be me. But I'm not a grumpy Redditor, so he's just playing you guys like a fiddle in his hand. Like a down with the sickness fiddle. Ooh,
He became so infamous that he started receiving attention from YouTube gaming and commentary community creators, such as Chad Tronic and even PewDiePie.
I've got the fucking PewDiePie!
I've got the fucking PewDiePie!
These creators, alongside many others, posted reaction videos that became popular in their own right, circulating Sammy's content even further. Today, the latest upload of Sammy's infamous rant video sits at over 3 million views.
Hell
Sammy's
yeah.
video granted him quite a bit of infamy, and even worse, it made him a popular target for trolling. Even at this point of widespread recognition, the popularity of Stop Hating on Sonic would soon be surpassed by a second Sonic-themed rant video called Rant Against the Sonic Fanbase, You All Ruined Sonic.
People are hating on him?
I'm so freaking mad. I mean, you guys have officially made me lose my marbles.
You guys are starting to piss me off!
Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they?
Holy shit, dude, that's so funny. Yeah, I love Sonic now. I loved him the whole time. I don't know what you were talking about.
What will you learn? What will you learn?
What did he call me?
Lose my marbles. Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they? You freaking pricks.
You freaking fricks? I thought he said you fucking pricks at first.
What will you learn? What will you learn? That your actions have consequences.
Dude, I miss when I could talk in that high of a pitch and scream, but also whisper. It was just a superpower that I no longer have. Do I have a video of me screaming like that? Oh, shit. I can't do that shit, dude. That was a fucking puberty scream. I'll smack a like on that. Holy shit. How many takes did I need for that noise, brother? That's crazy.
Sonic fanbase. I will forever hate the Sonic fanbase.
Based.
For everything. Ruin everything. I'm tired of this. Besides, there is ruin things to you guys.
Why is he like not worried about making noise from screaming, but also was like barely tapping his stuff? Like he maybe just didn't want to hurt it, I guess.
You freaking freaks. Why do we need a Sonic Adventure 3? Why do we need that? Why? Tell me.
Why?
Tell me now.
It was this video that solidified Sammy as an internet meme for years to come. And from then on, he would be consistently
crazy.
followed by a group of dedicated trolls. Not long afterwards, his address and phone
I'm
number
gonna
were
switch this
doxed.
hat just because it doesn't fit my head, but shout out to Sonic. I did buy this for $15 at Legoland. It is a bootleg Sonic Dash hat. Pretty swag, pretty swag.
And his family became aware of what he was doing online. Afterwards, all of Sammy's videos were set to private mode, and he soon vanished from the internet in late December of 2013, leaving behind various messages blaming the trolls for this development. He says, "Hello there, all my fans. Unfortunately, my parents have been viewing all the trolling people have been doing to me, including all the videos made about me. They have come to the decision that I must stop making videos for YouTube because they think it's unsafe for me having all of you trolls around. I must stop making videos. I know this is sad for you loyal fans, especially since my 50th video was almost complete, but you can blame all my haters."
Damn, he going out sad, dude. Sammy Classic Fan, come back to us maybe if your parents allow.
"Thanks a lot, you trolls. I have made all my videos private, so sorry. Thank you all for watching my videos. I like to make them and they took a lot of time to make. Bye."
In the backlash of all of this, Sammy's mother would make a statement issuing it to the online public, and she told these trolls that she would be going to the authorities about the developments surrounding her son. She also told the trolls to stop criticizing her parenting skills.
"You are correct in guessing that we will be notifying the police. I do not know if you have done anything illegal, but I do know that you have violated our rights to privacy in your actions. You have clearly taken an obsession to my son, who clearly does not understand the gravity of his actions. I hope that you never have a brother, a son, or a friend who struggles with the social implications of living with autism or any other developmental disability.
Okay, he's just screaming about Sonic, man.
We're a normal family doing the best we can to raise our children to be responsible, tolerant, and loving adults. And before you continue to bash our parenting skills, I'm quite certain that your parents would be appalled to know how you spend your time on the internet as well. If they are not, then I pity your future even more so."
I was screaming in many rooms of my house when my parents weren't there, obviously.
Even with his videos gone, Sammy's reputation persisted. His backlog was soon re-uploaded by archive channels, and onlookers remained ever curious to what will become of the guy.
Shortly after Sammy's disappearance, he would re-emerge, multiple times in fact, using other channels. He would publish private update videos to a new YouTube channel called Snoopy Flying A64, which his many trollish followers would quickly discover and leak the contents of. For the next 2 years, this would be a continuous cycle, as Sammy continued—
Bro, is that Pac-Man? What the hell happened to him? What'd they do to my boy?
to create content on new hosting grounds and would find himself consistently provoked into engaging with his detractors. He would try to formally return to the internet, and then shortly after these efforts, he would withdraw back to his private life, just because he was being harassed so much.
Some of these events included Sammy making a rant video against an Encyclopedia Dramatica article that had been created regarding him.
They don't even say anything kind. I mean, what the frick?
True.
At a glance, very little seemed to be changing in terms of Sammy's personality and emotional development. But if we look deeper, we find that Sammy starts to mature a bit and mellow out. He revealed in a series of blog posts that he was now attending public school after a long period of homeschooling, and he had since made a lot of friends and was beginning to embrace a regular social life. Sammy goes to high school. Status report number 1. It's actually not that bad. I haven't encountered any bullies yet. I hope it stays that way. I have plenty of friends, such as BowserMan101, and others whose names I shall not mention to protect their privacy. Not to mention I have acquainted with quite a few people. Education-wise, I'm up to an easy start, although it will intensify as the year progresses. But there have been some occasions where I left behind my binders containing my homework. At first, the passing periods were hard to adjust to, but I eventually learned to manage. Overall, I've been having a pretty good time so far. I prefer online school because of the flexible schedule I had, but this is what's best for me in my opinion. Well, I hope I answered many questions today. In February of 2016, Sammy would return to the internet again, publishing a video that showcased just how much he had truly changed.
Hello everyone, this is Sammy the Classic Sonic Fan.
Upgraded from Aeropostale to freaking Abercrombie, dude. Oh wait, no, that is Aeropostale. Upgraded from Hollister to the same? He looks the same! I guess you have gone from Pac-Man to goddamn Einstein. Holy moly. In terms of decor, we have upgraded.
And I think I've raised quite a few concerns. I mean, the truth is, and I guess I've been struggling with this illness for years, but it worsened early last year, and that is depression. And in this time, I've lost...
This update was originally posted privately through a link on his Twitter, but was soon mirrored by the well-established archive channels that existed online.
Unlike before, Sammy was met with encouragement from people who wished him well and commended him on maturing as much as he had.
Later that same year, everybody gets depressed, but freaking... The good thing is that it won't last forever, and even if your feelings are loud right now, you just gotta push through, keep going, but listen to them.
Sammy would pop back onto the internet again, this time via a Reddit AMA. In this AMA, Sammy would state that he no longer felt depressed and had been living an offline life. He had gotten his driver's license, started working a formal job at a recreational center, and that while he still enjoyed the same creative outlets, he had no plans to return to them online at any time soon, adding that he didn't think he had the personality of an entertainer. 4 days later, Sammy would delete his official YouTube channel under with the explanation that it created too much work for him. Though despite his channel being deleted, he would continue to give the public a window into his private life through his Instagram page. On this page, Sammy would eventually reveal that he was attending Purdue University for a computer science degree, and he also would showcase his day-to-day life and activities that he participated in with his friends at college. Sammy had also begun dating and would take pictures and show off his girlfriend Julie.
To many, it seemed like Sammy had fully embraced living a normal offline life and had totally abandoned his internet roots with no plans to return, but that proved not to be the case.
It's time for the Sammy Show.
What the fuck's going on here?
Waka waka. Jazz hands.
In June of 2018, Sammy would return to the world of online content creation with a brand new YouTube channel and uploaded content reminiscent of his older videos, yet with a bit of self-awareness instilled that wasn't there in the OG uploads.
It seemed that at this point that Sammy may have started to come to terms with his status as a living meme and started rolling with the joke. I mean, this becomes even more evident after videos surfaced that showcased videos of Sammy's classmates and friends, you know, kind of poking fun of him in real life about the old videos and him just kind of, you know, going with it.
That was me when I was 14 years old.
Sammy continued releasing intermittent content for some time. But in April of 2019, he would see a new wave of publicity, as this is when that infamous Sonic movie trailer was released. And everybody sees the god-awful—
the one where Sonic had weird-looking teeth and no exposed phalanges of any sort.
Sonic render, and they're like, holy shit, what are Sammy's thoughts about this? Like, are we about to get another iconic rant video?
This prompted PewDiePie to make a video covering Sammy, and Pewds would even go on to invite Sammy to collaborate for a meme review episode centered on Sonic memes.
Hell yeah.
Later, Sammy has grown up and he returned. And it is an experience.
Tell that I was going to be really excited about that, especially Sonic Mania. I was basically saying, hey, I have something planned for that because I do have something.
It's just great. Went from Frick to your daughter calls me daddy too. Our little Sonic fan Frick has grown up, sheds a single tear. He's got so calm over the years. I'm so proud of him. Our little Frick has become a little hot. What the hell? What the frick? Sammy's all grown up now. But I would like to ask Sammy, if you're watching, would you like to do me the honor of hosting meme review Sonic memes? The people need to know your opinion on Sonic memes.
3 days later, Sammy responded directly by acknowledging this development on his Instagram and even publicly accepted PewDiePie's request. However, nothing—
I think I vaguely remember this, but I wasn't paying too much attention. I don't think I knew who he was.
As no such video featuring the two ever materialized.
He pulled my Instagram shortly after he made the video, and I sent him a message saying, yeah, man, let's do this.
Does he really talk like this all the time? I doubt it.
Come on, let's do it. Never got a response.
Even still, Sammy's new attitude of embracing being
Happy Father's Day, Dad. What you gonna do?
Meme led to him to interact with many others in the online community around this time, including Chad Tronic, whose videos were largely what helped popularize Sammy in the first place.
The two made a series of crossover videos reacting to Sammy's old content together, and they also conducted an interview. In this interview,
is that a gigantic thing of chapstick? What the fuck?
Confirms that he did reach out to PewDiePie directly to accept his offer to host meme review, but apparently PewDiePie never got back to him.
I remember the day that happened. You know, people were like blowing up my messages like, Sammy, you got on PewDiePie's channel.
Is that how you found out about it? Like all your friends were just like messaging you and be like, Sammy, Sammy, Sammy.
Yeah, because I don't even watch PewDiePie really. I just heard it. Well, obviously I have respect for the guy, of course, but obviously, like, the running joke is that I never responded. I responded.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. I think your messages must have got lost in communication or maybe,
yeah,
who knows. PewDiePie's he's a busy guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
He pulled my Instagram shortly after he made the video, and I sent him a message saying, yeah, man, let's do this meme review. Come on, let's do it. Never got a response. Apparently he unfollowed me at some point, so it's like, okay then.
What the heck, PewDiePie? What the heck, bro?
Shortly after these appearances, Sammy would go on to create a love letter to his older content by continuing his Sammy Classic Sonic Fan Adventure series, publishing the Sammy Classic Sonic Fan Adventure 3. While this video wouldn't quite get the viral attention that his early work did, taking a glance at the comments section, you can see that this is one of the most positively regarded Sammy uploads to date, with many fans complimenting Sammy on how much he had grown as a person and in life.
As time passed, Sammy would create more videos on both his YouTube channel and Instagram page, and he interacted with his community further.
In 2023, a longtime friend of Sammy would make a documentary on Sammy's internet antics over the years and hosted an interview with him. In this interview, Sammy candidly reflects on his time as an online infamous figure. And I gotta be honest, it's hard to watch this and not feel proud for Sammy.
Yeah, you said earlier that you're close to graduating, so like, are you still attending IUPUI? Like, how's your educational journey going?
So I don't like do traditional college anymore. I'm doing WGU.
TSU, which is like an online college. That just works best for me because I don't live as close to Indianapolis as I did previously. So this is just what works for me. But it also is allowing me to progress towards my degree faster.
What degree are you going for now?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick that he's doing well. I just met the guy, so I mean, I'm gonna skip ahead just a smidge, maybe to the next person. Is Misha the Pokemon GO kid? I think he is. I'm interested in this. I play Pokemon GO every day. I just remember that freaking this is when Leafy was popping off and he made a video about him. If not like 20 videos, who knows, but it was like 2016. Times were being had.
The youngest child bullying victim on this list is ironically the individual who handled it the best. This is the story of Misha, the Pokemon GO kid, and how he tricked the YouTube commentary community, gaining fame and fortune along the way.
I stand corrected. He was being played like putty in his hand, a fiddle even.
2016, there was no escaping the Pokemon GO craze. The highly anticipated game was released to much fanfare, and it took over the world. Many in the online landscape would rush in to capitalize off the hype of the game by creating content surrounding it as well.
We certainly did. What was my first Pokemon GO video? 7 years ago?
Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name is Lonnie, and today is
a freaking Vainglory shirt, dude. R.I.P.
Kind of an exciting day because we're gonna be freaking playing a brand new iPhone game that just came out. I've been waiting around.
Is this not the one where we went outside? I just played it to death. That is not what I thought. But okay, cool. Based. Go outside.
Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name is Lottie. Today we're freaking playing some more Pokemon GO out on the road with Brad, most importantly. This is my friend Brad. Also, this is Brad. Look over here on the left, we can see a hot fresh Brad.
We're playing. It's Brad! Look at him! Anyway, that's the era of content it was, dude. A good time. I played Rotato as well.
On this list is ironically the individual who handled it the best.
Pretty much every day.
This is the story of Misha, the Pokemon GO kid, and how he tricked the YouTube commentary community, gaining fame and fortune along the way.
In 2016, there was no escaping the Pokemon GO craze. The highly anticipated game was released to much fanfare, and it took over the world. Many in the online landscape would rush in to capitalize off the hype of the game by creating content surrounding it as well.
One of these people would be Mikael Florian, otherwise known as Misha, with his viral hit, the Pokemon GO song.
I play Pokemon GO every day. I play Pokemon GO.
Misha was only 5 years old at the start of his channel and would begin to establish himself as a musician with the help of his older brother, Uldrick. Uldrick was an experienced composer going by the name of Metadon online.
Together, the two would create music that Misha would then perform on his channel, while his brother handled the technical side of production.
At the time, Misha's songs were all sung in the Czech language and were centered around popular video games like League of Legends, Minecraft, CSGO, and Hearthstone.
What language is this? Spanish? French? It's kind of a banger.
With the more limited section of Czech content due to the smaller pool of creators to produce videos for in the language, Misha was able to stand out and garner a lot of attention from local viewers within the country.
These songs launched him into the spotlight, making Misha one of the most popular creators in the Czech Republic, even to the point where him and his brother began hosting live shows in the area and performing.
You know, do you remember in like freaking 2007 YouTube when freaking people would change their country of origin because there was like those little achievement ribbons on your channel and it would be like the most viewed channel in Canada this month or whatever. But people would game the system because they just wanted a ribbon, so they'd put like Germany or Uzbekistan or something.
Those featuring an audience of rabid children just in love with the guy. This celebrity status in the Czech Republic would soon expand to a worldwide audience.
As their recognition grew, it seemed that the next logical step to grow their following would be to release songs in English, since this was the predominant language on YouTube and, you know, would open up your viewer base quite a bit. And this is exactly what they would go on to do.
Their decision to switch over to making English music just so happened—
just sing words that are the same in both languages, like Pokemon GO and Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Go to the polls.
To coincide with the massive publicity of Pokemon GO, and with their channel's focus on games, the next step was pretty obvious for them.
I play Pokemon GO every day. I play Pokemon GO
every day. Make a Rotato song. Come on.
My phone. I wanna catch them all.
The Pokemon GO song was released on July 16th of 2016 and went viral almost overnight. Today, the song has nearly 100 million views. Now, the Pokemon GO song is not perfect by any stretch. It's been criticized for having simplistic and repetitive lyrics, and the music video is a bit strange as well. But all the quirks aside, it was a catchy jingle and got stuck in people's heads and became viral as a result of this. The YouTube commentary community, which has been featured quite a bit in this video, was seeing its peak in popularity at this time.
So when the Pokemon GO song exploded in popularity and suddenly
yes, back when Pyrocynical used to make good videos, am I right, Reddit?
Appeared in the recommended tab of millions, it wouldn't be long before this community would take notice of Misha.
Pokemon GO song. Well, I've played Pokemon GO. This might actually be a really good YouTube video. I mean, YouTube is recommending it to me. I'm sure this video is going to be a really creative and artsy song.
I'm back. I play Pokemon GO every day!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, what fucking enthralling commentary. Does that have 10 million?
Entire life.
And what much of these commentary channels like to do was make fun of cringy videos, specifically those made by
it had never been done.
Kids.
We had just unlocked the cringe emotion. Oh, hey, Pyrocynical. I'm not actually hating on the videos he makes now, but I just think it's funny because when Reddit gives him shit for, like, posting slop or whatever they fucking call it, it's like, what videos did you find him through?
Pyrocynical and PewDiePie were just a handful of the many large creators that discussed Misha's videos and took jabs at him. Usually what you see in a situation like this is that the backlash is just too overwhelming for a child to maintain on the internet. But unlike many other child stars that were the targets of bullying that came before Misha, the pressure didn't really seem to affect him in the slightest bit.
Hell
in fact,
yeah.
You could even say it emboldened him. Misha and his brother Mettagon
Hey man, it's not for the faint of heart. Not everybody can do it, but I mean, I'm just built a little different, like Misha.
Community antics by directly responding to them in a video about a month after Misha being initially targeted. This song being called Cyberbully Channels Are Cancer, which called out Leafy, Ricegum, Pyrocynical, and Keemstar.
I forgot about the not so popular Pokemon GO song, that sequel, much more explicit and to the point, and dissing all the fucking top YouTubers at the time, dude. They were afraid to cover this. You didn't hear them making videos about, well, maybe they did, especially Leafy, but fucking, this was the hottest diss track beef. I don't give a fuck about Kendrick Lamar and Drake. That shit was, I mean, it was relatively newer news than this, because this was years ago, but you know.
You are now about to witness the strength.
He's gonna make it old news in your mind. That's solo! Listen, I don't condone that ableist language necessarily, but he's his own man. I'm not your dad. And is he wrong?
It seemed that Misha and his family recognized the potential of so many channels discussing him, and they decided to play into the joke. They would ride the attention that these suckers online were giving him. I mean, why not? This sequence of events had turned the Pokemon GO song into his most popular upload, and it was continuing to grow in views.
Misha would later express that the negative attention didn't bother him all too much, and given that his brother wrote the songs and his father managed his music career, it's quite likely that Misha was just doing as he was instructed to by his family and was able to separate himself from the situation. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that Misha was able to compartmentalize the hate that he received, and was very much aware that his controversial status is what made him popular. So he would continue to take advantage of the commentary community, making multiple videos attempting to bait them out, calling them haters, making diss tracks against other YouTubers, as well as going out of his way to make songs about controversial subjects in an effort to intentionally.
It's pretty smart that he could recognize that and play into it at such a young age, but maybe his brother helped him. I don't know if they were around the same age or if he was older, but
you know,
he's got the fuck hat. It's just so funny that this fucking why has he got the American flag out, dog?
The drama. For a while,
don't disrespect the flag, man. Come on, that's too far. What the hell? I was laughing before, but now look at my face. Serious.
Worked very well, and many of the site's most popular commentators regularly discussed Misha.
But as time went on, his name would slowly become a stale topic, and eventually, his efforts to continue to appeal to the commentary community wouldn't yield the same results that they did back in the day.
This issue is only compounded after the commentary community suddenly pivoted away from discussing cringe content after the demonetization system was put into place. YouTube as a whole started cracking down on people bullying kids. With him being talked about less, Misha's name faded from the commentary scene almost as quickly as it had arrived. With the commentary honeypot now dried up, Misha would begin to
I never actually knew his name, but freaking, I'll try to put some respect on it in my mind going forward, Misha. My bad.
Style a bit. As Misha grew older, he would refine his singing skills and began composing his own music without
Hell
his
yeah,
brother's
next
help.
Charlie
the young man
Puth,
taking
let's
a more
go.
professional tone for the majority of his work going forward.
Literally, though. Czech Republic, Puth? Let's go.
Every now and then, Misha would return to making absurd one-off songs reminiscent of his older days, but the bulk of his new work didn't reflect this in nature. The kid was growing up. Despite Misha being largely forgotten by the internet, he has released several albums in recent years. These albums being Unimaginable Feelings, Not the One, as well as singles and an EP called Beautiful.
However, it seemed that embracing his past infamy and playing into the hate has led to the majority of his old subscriber base to become uninterested in his new work. This is often the curse of having an ironic following, since most who were introduced to him in the commentary community had no genuine attachment to his music outside of laughing at it. So in a messed up way, Misha kind of hurt himself by becoming a more talented and, you know, professional artist. You hate to see it, but it's not all bad.
To see it.
The quality of his new music has gone on to surpass his older content in almost every way. And to be honest, I have to say that Misha is a legitimately good solo artist these days. His modern work continues to remain obscure, with him getting about 5,000 monthly Spotify listeners.
Valid.
Despite his decline in popularity and infamy, Misha remains
It's not really my style of music. I probably wouldn't listen to it, and the fact that you are the Pokemon GO kid doesn't really give me the lore pulling me in either, but it is freaking cool that he's made like a more serious effort at music, and I hope he keeps at it and freaking finds his audience, or whatever you would say about that. I thought maybe that people would have gravitated towards it because he's meeting like the sort of expectation for what you would want is to have like a glow up as an artist or whatever, but freaking maybe he just hasn't dropped a banger album or full project yet, dude. Or of another viral song like the freaking Rebecca Black Friday Part 2 or whatever.
Appreciated by the small
just don't put 303 on it, because that's cringe. Always was, always will be.
As a person, and has grown up into a young man with masterful musical talent. If you're interested in seeing what he's up to, I recommend you go check out his channel because there's some great stuff on there. But that was the story of how Misha essentially bamboozled the commentary community to become famous in a way. I guess you could say it's a case when getting bullied works out for you.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it's your boy, Justin.
It's your boy, Justin.
In early 2009, a 16-year-old boy by the name of Justin TsimFuckis would emerge on YouTube. He went by the online handle TsimFuckis.
His content was relatively simplistic in nature, I mean, as you would expect from a teenager publishing a video back in 2009. But what made him stand out was his...
Just to give you an idea of what people were watching in 2009.
Mom.
Because obviously this is what people were watching.
You just lost the game.
Damn, got her.
You just lost the game.
And I got all of you.
You just lost it. Mom, you lost the game.
I don't know what game.
Imagine getting fucking decimated that way, mother. Love you.
I got a picture of Black Chicken Little, Justin, aka TsimFuckis, TsimFuckis, TsimBiggest, whatever you like to call me.
I will not be saying those words.
Say thank you.
Nor could I.
For watching a couple of my videos. I know they all about videos and me dancing, but I'm just telling you right now, there's a lot more shit to come.
Justin suffered from progeria, a rare genetic disease that causes rapid aging in children, leading to a variety of developmental problems and in many cases premature death. The average lifespan for those with the condition is around 15 to 20 years, and paired with a highly visible effect on the bodies of these individuals, the disease is considered quite the tragic affliction.
Those with it often struggle to fit in and receive ridicule because of their looks, all while facing a shorter than average lifespan.
Although Justin himself seemed to be largely undeterred by this dark cloud over his life. On his channel, Justin could be seen dancing around carelessly and making nonsensical uploads around whatever he seemed to want to do that day.
I take this time in my videos to make a few shoutouts. ICP, Slipknot, I'd like to give a shout out to Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit.
Down with the cloud till I'm dead in the ground, brother. My hatchet brethren.
Special. You know who you love. I like to talk about the YouTube hit star, Fred. Now, see, I'm becoming the next YouTube hit star. So there can only be one. I think personally, he's a moron. Any creator, Fred, I'm talking to you. First of all, your voice sounds
calling your
gay
ass out.
and squeaky.
Developmentally, Justin's condition had little effect on his mental capabilities, so this content was just him having fun and, you know, engaging in a hobby. He wanted to entertain people online.
According to Justin, he had first started...
We're here for a good time, not a long time, not to be too morbid and on the nose, but it's cool that he's making the best of his situation.
Creating videos after his mother had bought a video camera to record a baseball game. He would then utilize the camera afterwards himself and made many of the videos that would inevitably be on the TsimFuckis YouTube channel.
So, tell us, from the very beginning, not from the beginning when you were born, because nobody cares about all that, when you started YouTube, how did all this begin?
Okay, so in 2009, I got
a brilliant idea to start making videos for whatever reason.
Right.
And I just picked up the camera and started dancing to music and doing interviews to myself.
With yourself.
It all happened because before I turned 16,
I mean,
my
nothing.
mom bought me a camera for my birthday.
Right.
And she bought it early because we went to a baseball game.
Right.
So she bought it to take pictures. But I used it after to start making videos.
Yeah, tons of videos.
Hell yeah.
Originally, Justin was under the
W-Mob?
impression that his content was private by default, and later stated that he created it for his friends only. However, as many of you know, this isn't the case, and all of his videos were just posted publicly.
His unique appearance and odd antics caught the attention of many online, especially because back in the day on YouTube, you really just didn't see a lot of people publishing videos that had physical deformities or disabilities like this. And sadly, you know, it's one of those things where he looks different, let's make fun of him.
Unfortunately, Justin soon found himself the target of ridicule from the YouTube masses. His videos would circulate by word of mouth, and some online blogs from the time shared his content. His appearance and actions in videos innately drew in many who wished to bully him, leading to a plethora of comments and video replies made at his expense. Some of these commented on the feeding tube attachment that was added to his stomach in case his condition worsened. People bullied him, saying that he had a stomach penis. It said that one night while reading—
Man, good one. Fucking Dawurda, get a load of this guy. You thought we wouldn't
Justin
see.
reached his breaking point and made a video directly responding to the hate called "Fuck Bitches and Haters." This proved to be quite the incendiary piece of content.
Oh, y'all people who are subscribing to me, if you have a problem with me, say something to me. Don't comment on my shit.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem like he gives a fuck, which is cool because back then the internet wasn't much more harsh. Well, I don't know if it was more harsh, but I mean, TikTok and stuff is probably, it still has this problem, but like way more sped up. And I don't know, it was probably scarier to do it back then because people weren't really doing it yet. So this guy's a freaking legend, and yeah, respect.
Bunch of losers. Fuck y'all. Juggle
Plus,
on
he's
over.
funny as heck.
Up. TsimFuckis.
On June
I don't know
1st
why I
of
said heck.
2009, his
It's
social
funny as
media
fuck,
presence was
dude.
discovered by 4chan's B-Board, who began spamming his face throughout the site as a joke, and they were calling Justin the King of B. This online bullying turned
Like
to harassment,
Boxy.
with some tracking down his personal information.
Boxy was like the original queen of B, the freaking 4chan board,
so,
right?
My name is Boxy, and it's been a while since I made a new video, so I decided that
And
because
they would just get like a particular fixation on people.
I went to bed, and the next day, I had a group calling me. And it was a group
Back when
calling
going
themselves
viral meant
anonymous.
something.
I don't think it's the real Anonymous.
Right.
I think it was just a troll group, and then they started calling that morning. I deleted everything. They were calling me, threatening my friends for information about me.
On the morning following this, he deleted his YouTube account and other social media, and it appeared that TsimFuckis was gone for good. As time passed after his departure, rumors that he had died began to pop up. You know, people, given the nature of his condition, I believe
R.I.P.
people just
Joe
sort of
Rogan.
assumed that he had passed away, and that's why he stopped uploading.
Although despite this, his life seemingly would go on otherwise unaffected by this recent string of events. In the following few years, he graduated high school and got a job at a company that many of his friends worked for. It said that he rose through the ranks and got a manager position. He spent most of his free time privately indulging in his interests, which included wrestling, the NFL, and later collecting Funko Pops.
Even so, his original
Based?
content had been quickly re-uploaded and continued to receive attention long after he had left the internet. And this would result in him becoming a legend of sorts. And people would spot him out in the streets and ask to take photos with him, proving that he was in fact
fucking
still
dope.
alive.
3 years after his disappearance, Justin would return to social media, creating a Twitter account in mid-2012 in an effort to engage further with his hobbies. Some would stumble upon this account and ask the creator of it for proof that he was indeed Justin TsimBitis or TsimFuckis. But Justin refrained from doing so at this time as he didn't want to regain infamy or stoke any of those old flames. He just kind of wanted to exist. Even still, many new photos of him were now available, which helped rebut the claims of his death. However, the limited visibility of this account led many to be left in the dark about what really happened to TsimFuckis. These encounters continued and even resulted in several TV and radio programs taking an interest in featuring him as a guest. The support Justin was now receiving prompted him to create an Instagram account, which soon led to him gaining a following that was much more positive than his original viewer base.
Hell
Then another
yeah.
stroke of luck. Around the time of the COVID-19
Oh, shit.
pandemic, Justin was laid off from his job, and he decided that this was the perfect time for him to make a formal return to content creation on YouTube. During this second rodeo, he would make videos centered around his hobbies of wrestling and Funko Pops, as well as branching out into making reaction videos and unboxing content.
Hell yeah.
Today I'm reacting to Tutu.
He's just like me for real.
I swear if he's wearing a tutu...
Is that the statue of Litterby?
It's the statue of Litterby.
Yeah.
I'm about to shit my pants.
I just shit my pants.
Like a circle for the Looney Tunes or the Adventures of whatever you call it. What is this man doing?
He would go on to state that he was happy with where his content had gotten him and that he regrets having left the internet at all, since he now has learned to cope with the backlash and feels more confident.
But if you're asking if I regret making the video...
Damn, so he was freaking just faking it before when you thought he was made of steel. He was just keeping his poker face on, and then he needed a break from all the nonsense, dude. Fair enough.
I would say no.
No, do you regret leaving? I know you don't regret making the videos, but do you regret leaving all that time?
I do.
You do.
I should have stuck it out.
You think you could have went the 11 odd whatever years, just keep going?
Yeah, because eventually I would have grown up.
Right.
And I would have stopped at one point with the dancing, but I still would have had a big following.
Right. You feel like your audience would have seen you grow into Pokemon and into the other interests you would have had and whatever.
Justin stated that he enjoys life and that if he were to die at any given moment, he would be regret-free and, feeling as if he had lived a fulfilled life.
And if I go tomorrow, I could say I lived a happy life.
Right, and if you go tomorrow, there's a few pops that I think should be in my name and a few things that I think Maurice will want, so just make sure you write it. Actually, write it down tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna make out my bill.
Justin continues to post content to the internet
Bury
via
me
tweets,
with all my
Instagram,
Funko
and
Pops.
YouTube. And he has
Don't
a
give 'em to
sizable
that
following
guy.
on TikTok as well.
Justin has stated now he just wants to continue his online presence and hopefully be an inspiration to those out there who have his condition or others out there who are simply afraid of publishing content out of fear of being judged.
Many of you watching are probably flabbergasted to know that Justin is even still alive, as I remember there being quite the prominent rumor back in the day that he did die. No, he's still out there and honestly just seems like one of the chillest dudes on social media. I recommend you all go check out his socials. And personally speaking, as a big fan of the old videos, a big shout out to TsimFuckis.
Okay, I'm Giovanna Plowman, and this is a period video.
Oh god, this is the girl who fucking allegedly, I'm pretty sure the video was fake, but she like went viral for eating a red tampon that was like dyed red, like it had been used for feminine hygiene and not for food. You sicko!
2010's shock content was very much still in vogue on the internet, with folks everywhere you looked participating in dangerous activities and gross out stunts for attention. One of the most notorious perpetrators around this time was Tampon Girl. On January 19th of 2013, a teenage girl named Giovanna Plowman shocked the world when she uploaded a video onto Facebook of herself putting a seemingly used tampon into her mouth and sucking on it for several minutes while the song 212 by Azalea Banks plays in the background.
Okay, I'm Giovanna Plowman, and this is a period video.
What?
I just want to say...
is that supposed to sound like the Jackass intro or something? Because it really just... This is the period video. It just sounds like you're about to like tell me like a vlog. There's a lot of stuff there. What the fuck are you talking about? I've never seen this because I would never seek this out. I'm not into this kind of thing.
So... Okay. Here it is.
What the hell, dog? How old is this person? Do you think she regrets this wholeheartedly or half-heartedly? There's definitely some level of regret.
The public was left confused. Many questioned why a person would do such a thing.
Some type of
I know I just did a video about that gross tampon sucking, whatever you call her. You know, I was feeling kind of sad for the bitch.
Oh my god.
I was thinking maybe she did that wanting some, maybe a little attention, you know, maybe somebody said,
whose unk is this? Oh, Grandpa's Corner.
I said, shit. You make me sick. You do shit like that because you want to.
He's not wrong.
You tell the goddamn people, y'all send me an Instagram picture, and if I like it, who gives a what you like, you goddamn tampon sucking bitch?
These videos would take the internet by storm, and reaction videos were created by many online, which only served to spread it even more. Even celebrities like Ariana Grande had said that she had seen the video and had made comments about it on social media.
So who is and what is the real story
like
behind the individual known as Tampon Girl?
What is the motivation of someone to do this? Well, from what is known, Giovanna Plowman was a girl who had wanted to become Facebook famous, wanting to do this as a means of getting online clout and friends, I guess. She began posting raunchy content to
At least do it for MySpace, man. It was still alive back then. I mean, it was dying for sure. It was on life support, but it was the Jersey Shore era, dude. At least do it for MySpace friends. I'd respect you like 2% more.
In October of 2012.
Like the milk? That's enough to make milk different.
She met a man from West New York who was, quote, famous for eating his poop, unquote. And he gave her the idea to eat the tampon in order to become internet famous herself. She would later go on to create the video and tell it to a friend before, who encouraged her to release it, saying that it was indeed funny. After the tampon video had been released, she claimed that the backlash from the online public was so intense that she was immediately taken to a mental hospital and kicked out of school. But with the hate also came 160,000 new followers to her Facebook.
There's gotta be more to that story.
Days alone. None of these hoaxsters took over her It's Giovanna P Twitter account and said that Giovanna had died a week after publishing the video.
Which I think is really funny that a lot of people believe this because, you know, it's like, I mean, eating a tampon is disgusting, but like you're not gonna fucking die.
Yeah. She died from ligma. Around the time of the Tampon Girl video, fake accounts popped up as well that were made simply to mock her. In April, after the controversy had largely subsided, she posted a video addressing the public, updating them on what she had been doing for the past 3 months. She claims that she didn't make the video to get famous and urged others not to follow in her footsteps by doing shocking things like this, as the consequences were way worse than any benefit that she ever got.
The consequences could never be the same.
I lost so many people. I was kicked out of public school. I was in the hospital. I pretty much was out of it for a long period of time. And best yet, my family was so disgusted and disappointed with me and the whole situation.
Yeah, no shit, dude. You were eating bio waste to shock them.
And at the time, I didn't care.
For Facebook likes.
I was so immature and childish, and I just needed
it was like 3 weeks ago.
For me to look at to grow up, I guess. I wish I never did the video, had any thoughts about it, let alone even post it. And to all these fake accounts pretending to be me, could you please stop?
Giovanna then went on to say that she was sorry and had grown up in the
also, stop fucking trying to be me, because you'll never be me, bitch, alright? You got it?
Few months.
And I just want to say that I'm sorry to all the people it's offended, and to all the celebrities, especially Ariana Grande.
Very offended she is, I'm sure. Thank you next, she told me.
And Miley Cyrus. I actually look up to you guys, and this account makes it seem like I don't care about anyone, anything, myself.
However, she would upload several more videos afterwards, including a Draw My Life video, which gave much information about her past and personal life.
Is it 3 hours long?
Famous, and if you were Facebook famous, you got tons of friends and likes, and you became popular. Well, that's what we thought. And
man.
All reality is, it's not something you want to be. It's probably one of the worst times I've ever wasted in my life, but I like the attention I was getting, even though it wasn't positive, and I kept it up. But
Giovanna then talks about several life stories, including one that involved her recently cheating on her boyfriend and revealed where the idea for the tampon video had come from.
This started around late October. Anyway, time passes and we're getting more alone and more likes, and I thought it'd be cool if I had a huge house party, and it did, and I got grounded after, but it was so worth it.
It was awesome. I don't regret a thing, but it wasn't worth it.
Some random dude, and it was just a bad thing. I met someone who is famous in Western New York for eating his poop, and
what the fuck? You can't just say that as casually as possible, because it's not possible.
The idea to eat a tampon and I would become famous, so bad thing.
They should have made a movie out of this.
Who is famous in Western New York for eating his poop, and
look at this stick figure. Poop! Yum! Holy shit.
Famous, so a couple days after the party, I posted on Facebook 650
You're wild for that. Damn,
After
when
her Draw My
Shorty
Life
freaky
video,
and
Giovanna
eats
would
her
attempt
bio
to
waste.
continue releasing content, including a room tour and 2 makeup tutorials. However, this transition into a normal content creator didn't last long, and she stopped publishing content shortly after beginning. Several months later, Giovanna would publish what became her final update video regarding the matter. In this, she claims that she got her old Instagram back and was able to return to public school after being deemed psychologically sound enough to do so.
Good.
She said that she wasn't going to be creating any new videos because she had apparently lost her camera.
It's probably for the best.
YouTube videos off my phone. That's why I haven't been posting.
She's just quirky and lost her camera. Heck.
And then, like, personal good news is I'm allowed to go back to a normal
Back.
school. That, like, makes me really happy.
Back to the sick.
That
Fuck.
I'm not psychotic and crazy and all this, like, shit
they were basically saying.
Many years later, as onlookers questioned what became of Tampon Girl, it was discovered that she is active online still. Giovanna has a small following on TikTok where she publishes content regarding her daily life. She seems to be doing quite well for herself based on the lavish lifestyle she appears to be living. The woman also manages an Instagram and OnlyFans account as well.
To this day, many still debate over whether the original Tampon Girl video was real in the first place. I mean, after all, she didn't directly show herself.
She was honestly ahead of her time. If OnlyFans existed, and you had to go through the hoops of like paying for that in the DMs, it wouldn't have went nearly as viral. She would have made more money than $0. She wouldn't have needed to talk to that poop guy anymore, because you should definitely cut contact with anyone who eats shit and is poop maxing.
Out the damn thing, and it's not unreasonable to think that she could have just put food coloring on it. It is important to note that one Twitter account that was at one point associated with Giovanna has claimed that the video was fake, but with this being one of the accounts that was supposedly hacked, it's impossible to say if it was really her that said this, so it'll be one of the many mysteries of the world. Was it a real used tampon? You vote below.
Used or not used tampon,
I vote
it was
no.
a foolish stunt by the teenager, and it appears to me that she has learned her lesson with time. Thankfully, this wasn't a life ruiner. In fact, looking back on it, I'm sure she probably thinks the whole situation was quite humorous.
Oh no. Tosh.0, dude, put me on your blog, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip the Rebecca Black. We've all heard this, dude. Let's hear about Matty B.
Many other aspiring child musicians attempted to capture the same lightning in a bottle. One such individual was a boy named Matthew Morris, better known online as Matty B Raps. At the age of 5, he expressed an interest in music and began taking dance lessons. But his true introduction to the music scene began after his cousin Charles Marshall Manning moved into the family home and shared his own music with Matty, and showing the young boy how he published his own stuff to YouTube. Matty B's cousin's YouTube channel was called Mars Raps, and it included original songs as well as covers and parodies of other well-known songs.
Matty soon grew interested in his content and began taking steps.
This was like the freaking age of the parody song. Unless they're still popular, they might be. I don't know.
Created himself, with Mars acting as his producer. The two set up a channel for Matty, borrowing the name scheme from the Mars channel, and called it Matty B Raps.
At the time, Matty was just 7 years old and marketed himself by making covers of popular songs, with his age acting as a gimmick to, separate himself from the original. The first of Matty's covers being 7-year-old
Like
Raps
that it makes
Justin.
his age sound like a calculated choice that he made. I'm just gonna be young. It's gonna be my thing.
Bieber, eeny meeny.
Even younger than Justin Bieber. He was already young. Oh, he's an actual rapper though. Okay. I never actually listened to Matty B because it looks like he's at one of those photography places at the mall.
Although he would slowly move away from this cover formula in favor of original material as his career matured. This young boy's formula would prove successful on YouTube, and before long, Matty would receive attention from mainstream sources, with him being invited to appear on TV shows like The Today Show, Dr. Phil, and The Wendy Williams Show.
Matty B is a, look how cute he is. He's a little rap singer. Of course he is. And you like singing rap, but you think
he's
rap
a little rap singer.
It can be nice and clean, right?
Ma'am.
He sings all.
Yes,
ma'am. He said, "Did you hear that? What are you gonna sing for us?"
Ice Ice Baby.
It's gonna be one less lonely girl.
Yeah. Yo, VIP.
Let's skip that.
That were around his age.
But also in a similar fashion to Justin Bieber, Matty would also experience quite a bit of negative attention from an entirely older demographic. As one might expect, a child performing mature covers of adult songs, that are written from an adult perspective, it leads to some humorous and oftentimes awkward results.
Oh my god. This is cougar core. It is not for me. More power to him.
As a popular genre, one of the biggest in fact.
Many creators in this group would discuss cringe content, and children were often the subject of these videos. That's how Matty B's content soon found its way onto the radar of Ethan of the H3H3 Productions YouTube channel. H3 would quickly make a video discussing him. Klein's coverage of the topic came in the form of a reaction video to Matty B's cover of the Biggie Smalls song Juicy. This video involves Ethan basically roasting this child while he's gallivanting around Jerusalem.
I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call the crib, same number, same hood. It's all good.
He sounds like fucking
And if you don't know, now you know.
a baby, I guess. I was gonna say Lil Romeo, but then I realized all kids sound the same.
You put on your idol. What is this? What is this?
True.
The video itself was fairly tame and didn't initially have any negative blowback for Matty. That said, the following year, Matty B would be spotlighted by several large YouTube commentators, including Pyrocynical, Leafyishere, etc. You know where this is going.
Yo, all I know is living my life like a
It fucking
You
hurts.
like that?
It hurts.
Oh,
I
you
should've
like
just fucking
that,
ran
huh?
out my window and dolphin dived onto the cement. This is not a painless death. This hurts. It's.
People don't talk about dolphin diving onto the cement anymore. People don't talk about... Oh, I thought that was the original title. I was gonna say, ain't no way.
Hurting every inch of my body. It feels like I have mega ultimate arthritis.
Man, classic.
I'm throwing block parties bigger than Puff Daddy.
I'm throwing block parties bigger than Puff Daddy.
That did not age well.
I don't want to be a hater, but I don't think so, dude. Puff Daddy, better known as P. Diddy, is worth $700 million, okay? Again, not trying to be a
Not
hater, but I don't
anymore.
think you're topping that, dude. But hey, dude, what do I know? I'm just some YouTuber that's out of ideas, smells like Doritos, looks like a pine cone. I mean, I just got nothing.
Sometime afterwards, Ethan Klein of age 3 would receive a copyright takedown request from Matty on the grounds that his reaction video was infringing.
This seems to have been explained by the fact that Matty had deleted the original music video alongside many of his other covers and attempted to manually claim segments from them featured in other videos, seemingly in response to the backlash that he was getting after becoming the focus of these, commentary channel videos. Some of Leafy's videos were also hit with copyright as well.
This claim attempt was soon reported on by Keemstar of Drama Alert.
And speaking about saving videos, you might want to save this video from H3H3 because it might be gone. H3H3 tweeted out, Matty B Raps wants us to remove our reaction video because he thinks it isn't fair use. What do you guys think? Now, what's strange about this is his reaction to Matty B Raps has been up for like about a year and it has over 3 million views. Kind of strange that Matty B Raps wants it to go down now.
Unfortunately for Matty B, his attempt to take down Ethan's video in particular only fueled the fires against him. In light of this, the next day, Matty B would take to Twitter and post, quote, "Spread love, not hate. Love you guys." A week later,
Hell
Matty
yeah.
would tweet out that he had been sent to the principal's office and was
Fuck, I'm gonna do? Spread hate and not love? No.
grounded
No
from
way.
the internet, even going as far as releasing a t-shirt based off of this. I guess him, trying to take a stance against bullying. This hilarious development would, of
People
course,
still
be
do
covered by
that.
Drama Alert.
Matty was bullied and mocked by the teenagers
great
and young
trend,
adults
holding
that
up the
comprise
paper.
the YouTube commentary sphere for some time. But eventually these creators and their fans got bored and moved on to their next target. And in light of this, Matty would become talked about less and less to the point where he wasn't really discussed at all and people just kind of forgot he ever existed. Which has led many in recent times to ask the question, what became of Matty B Raps? It seemed that with enough time and avoiding engaging with his staunch critics, Matty would go on to continue a successful music career unaffected by the past events.
With time, he would stray further and further from his roots as a cover artist and would establish himself using original material and songs, eventually aging out of the cringy kid stereotype that many viewed him as during his early years.
Matty B, age 16, because he's grown up on the internet, so we should have it all. Matty B, age 16.
Not
There you
grown
go.
up yet.
You know?
Some would say.
You can't just let it slide.
Whoa, he got arrested? People can't believe what Matty B looks like 12 years after going viral? No shot, that's him.
12
Okay, he's grown
years.
up.
He's actually 40 already. Holy shit.
Oh, he's jacked, too.
Dude, he looks like Idol right there.
He does look like Billy from Stranger Things, kind of.
Oh, shit. He's not as handsome, though, right?
Stop!
What?
They're both handsome.
What are you worried about? Matty B, who's been fawned over his whole life? You're worried about him being insecure?
Despite what you might expect, Matty B's YouTube channel remains
Haven't you heard
active.
that the hottest girls never get asked out because everybody always assumes that they're spoken to so often, and then it's just... Dude, it's hard being hot, I imagine. I wouldn't know, dude.
And is quite popular to this very day. In what appears to be a means to continue appealing to a younger audience,
Oh,
Matty
shit.
has brought in a new cast of kids to appear in his content, several of which often portray his past self in music videos. The real Matty B still appears intermittently and releases his own content regularly to this very day. He still pulls in about 50,000 monthly listeners and has a strong TikTok following.
Matty's story shows that if you just don't engage with the detractors, oftentimes it's for the best.
Message to all y'all broke ass haters. Y'all ain't doing it like
All you
Lil Tay.
broke ass
In late
haters.
2017, an Instagram user known as Lil Tay appeared, manifested into the online landscape, and they started growing fast. The young girl would publish content showing herself wearing designer clothing and sitting in expensive cars. She claimed to only have been 9.
It's
Message to all
Ricegum
y'all
core.
broke ass haters. Y'all ain't doing it like Lil Tay. This is why all y'all fucking haters hate me, bitch. This shit cost me $200,000. I'm only 9 years old. I ain't got no license, but I still drive this sports car, bitch. Your favorite
Jesus.
rapper ain't even
You
doing
can't
it like Lil Tay.
drive.
Lil Tay said
But
that
go
she was
off.
the youngest flexer of the century and that she was a child millionaire with at least 10 different cars.
You already know what it is. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm richer than all y'all broke ass
Jesus.
haters. This be my kitchen. It's bigger than your whole entire living room, and I got 4 more houses. Y'all haters
Guys, I'm totally gonna dolphin dive off of my balcony into the
are
street.
already older than me, but y'all
This
still talking
video
shit.
made me
I'm a
wanna do
9-year-old
that.
millionaire, and I be smoking fucking dope.
Her introduction to the greater online world would come after she was discovered thanks to a reaction video published by Ricegum, who posted very similar wealth-based flexing content. This kickstarted her introduction to online drama, and Lil Tay would soon respond in her own video, which Ricegum would then respond to in kind.
This girl has a past of getting really peppy and sassy with me, and I don't
She
have a good
seems
feeling
like she would get along great with Ricegum. They both love money and yelling.
about this. Let's just see what she has to say.
He dropped a video on me, so today we be
I didn't realize they were
shit.
ops.
Okay, hold on. Something is not adding up because you're telling me this girl is 9 years old and she's not even doing your standard reaction video because what I'm doing is your standard reaction video. She has a whole green screen, reaction video set up like she's trying to be fancy and she's making me look bad. Can I have $10,000?
$10,000?
Basically just saying she's better.
$100,000 my wrist. $10,000 ain't nothing, you broke ass.
Many found it especially strange that she had seemingly popped up out of nowhere with high production quality videos that would, likely have required a bit of know-how that was uncommon for a 9-year-old to have. Like, I could barely crank out a fucking Hotel Mario YouTube poop when I was 9 years old. It was pretty obvious that her family most likely had connections or was involved, but the exact arrangement was unclear. With time, she would continue to get into various controversies. One notable one from the early portion of Lil Tay's career is when she went viral after TMZ filmed her smack-talking at a possibly staged confrontation between Danielle Bregoli and Wavywebsurf, who Lil Tay was said to have been friends with.
That's a lot of energy in one room. A meeting of the minds, truly. How many slurs do you think were exchanged?
What's up, bitch?
No, don't start talking to me.
Come on, bitch. You trying to fight? Come on, touch me. I want you to hit me. Hit me, bitch. Hit me. If you hear a bitch, you trying to fight? Okay, but bitch, bitch, thought ass up, little hoe.
You know all that.
Hey, bitch, shut up.
Lil Tay's involvement in this matter led to substantial exposure for her social media presence, which rocketed her from 250,000 followers to 1.2 million followers within 2 weeks of the incident going viral. This led to her catching the attention of many established names on YouTube, including Jake Paul, and led to a collaboration between the two, largely to get to the bottom of what was really going on behind the rich front that she was putting up.
How's your career stuck?
Yeah, he's leeching off the little kid. That's kind of sad, dude. Jake Paul down bad.
Started to fall under scrutiny, with folks saying they were exploiting their kid for money. Also that they were, coercing her to say all these ridiculous things. Some transparency from the family would be given around this time as Tay and her mother, Angela, would appear for an interview on Good Morning America. And this appearance was the first turning point in the Lil Tay story as folks really started raising eyebrows at what was going on behind the scenes here.
How would you respond to critics who would say, oh, you're just going
I'm
to
raising my eyebrow. I'm raising my eyebrow at you. What's going on behind the scenes? How will you respond?
No one's forcing me to do this. That's not true that she wants to make money off of me.
In the interview, Tay continued to claim that she was the only one in charge of her social media presence and that she was a Harvard dropout. Although when she was asked what city Harvard was in, she said that she couldn't remember.
And what about those homes she claims to own? GMA talked to Mom Angie's former boss at a Vancouver real estate firm, who told us Lil Tay filmed using his car and some of his properties for sale. And who's behind the shocking content on Lil Tay's social media accounts?
My mom doesn't run social media. I use my own Instagram.
As for her schooling,
I'm a Harvard dropout.
What city is Harvard in?
Florida.
I kind of forgot because I haven't been there in a long time.
Mom says she's going to be homeschooled and has picked up at least one sponsor, with more, she says, in the works.
When asked about the backlash from her critics, her mother said that they just chose to ignore him.
What's your reaction to all of the haters who are basically online bullying your daughter?
We choose just not ignore them. She has a passion and a dream.
Around the same time, Keemstar would go on to publicize a recording of Lil Tay being coached on what to say in her videos by her 16-year-old half-brother Jason, proving definitively that she was not acting independent of her family in regard to her online presence.
I mean,
you out here, you were
it's just her slightly less young brother who's still pretty young, so I mean, it's not really that crazy.
Mommy, stop! I was filming!
Tay's half-brother was the brainchild behind much of what Lil Tay said.
Sounds like
and
one of
around
my
this
old
time, Tay was
videos.
actually being managed by a professional talent manager, an individual by the name of Diomi Cordero. Tay herself had very little involvement in her own online presence outside of appearing in the videos. This was to the extent where Tay wasn't even present for meetings regarding the account or there to sign contracts, making it unclear for even how much of this was legal. Like, was the family exploiting Lil Tay? Around this time, others that knew Tay personally, individuals like Wavywebsurf, would come forward and confirm the rumors surrounding her brother's involvement. With seemingly no explanation, the Lil Tay Instagram was wiped clean on June 3rd, and 3 weeks later...
The only thing I know about Wavywebsurf is she's a white girl who says the N-word.
Disturbing post reading simply, "Help Me" appeared on the Lil Tay page.
Yeah, I freaking remember this. Wasn't this like 2 years ago?
Had been faked,
and it was just a fucking publicity
how to interpret
thing?
this otherwise worrying post. The removal of the content, however, would eventually be explained as being the action of Tay's supposed manager, Diomi Cordero.
The only reason she disappeared from social media was because her parents were actually having a custody battle.
The family appeared to be in turmoil, caught in some disagreement about where to take their daughter's career from that point on. Her mother, Angela, wished to continue the social media presence in the direction that they had already started, while her father suggested going in a professional direction, using her connections to pursue a music career instead. Apparently, the family was unable to reach a resolution here, and Tay's father would file a court order which requested her to return to her home city of Vancouver, British Columbia, and it also ordered the ceasing of all Lil Tay content until some kind of compromise could be found.
No.
As for the "Help Me" text on Instagram, this was suddenly expanded
The
upon
Lil Tay
6 months
brand is
after
in
her
shambles.
disappearance, when
It's
a
all
series
up
of
in the
posts
air.
were made by Tay's half-brother Jason, alleging that her father was abusive. Jason claimed that the father wished to remove her from social media in order to stop his actions from becoming widely known. Let me reveal the truth that millions of people have been asking about for months. This was Lil Tay the last time she was happy. 2 hours before Christopher John Hope, her abusive absentee father, we'll go further into details in the next post, who hasn't been in her life for years, handed her a court order forcing her to go to his home in Canada, in which she was constantly abused by Hope and his wife. He banned her off social media because he was afraid that she would expose the truth to the world, the truth of what he has done and hasn't been punished for. For the past few months, he has been trying to destroy Tay and her mother's life for his own financial gain. I am someone who previously worked with Tay and have seen everything unfold since the beginning. One of these now deleted posts included an attached video of Tay crying upon being shown the court order to return to Vancouver with her father, and her brother urged viewers to donate to the GoFundMe to raise money for her legal fees, since her father had apparently taken all the family's money to fight these claims. This was the moment in 2018 my mom showed Tay the court order from her abusive father demanding custody, money, and control over her career. Starting today, she will be fighting for her life in the Supreme Court of Canada. Tay has no money left to pay lawyers for fighting for her freedom. Her father has stolen everything from her. She has been physically and mentally abused by her father and his current wife. Please visit the link in the bio for the full story in the GoFundMe and donate and share. Your donation will go towards Tay's legal fees, giving her a fighting chance at freedom in court. You are Tay's last hope in saving her from a life of abuse. Haters and fans of Lil Tay were shocked by this sudden development, and the project soon raised over $17,000. The GoFundMe alleges that Lil Tay's father sent her to a school with expired food, gave her tattered shoes to wear, and physically abused her several times on top of owing $400,000 in back child support after not having been in her life for 5 years. While many were sympathetic, others were skeptical of these claims. The images provided as evidence weren't exactly conclusive proof of the alleged actions, and given her brother's past, many were quick to cast doubt on these extreme claims. Today, all posts referencing this GoFundMe project on Lil Tay's account and the linked evidence on the GoFundMe itself have since been deleted, curiously. Additionally, Instagram posts from Lil Tay claiming abuse were later explained away as being the result of her account being hacked, although Lil Tay's former manager had a different story to tell.
The truth is, her brother was a creator of the character when they first started. He just lost control of it. And so before he left, he actually told a bunch of us that he was going to accuse her dad of abusing her.
Several months later, Lil Tay's brother recorded a video of her father arriving at their house to drop off his settlement proposal.
You haven't been in her life for years and now you show up? And now you want to use her career as blackmail to waive your child support expenses? How can you even explain this? And then you go on to manipulate the press to look like the hero parent.
How could they?
When her father was asked to comment on the scenario, he linked to the YouTube interview with Lil Tay's former manager. Sometime later, the Lil Tay account would post the official affidavit outlining their abuse allegations. These allegations included Lil Tay having her foot slammed in a door, or an instance where Lil Tay burned herself while attempting to cook for herself. When all these instances occurred, she was being looked after by the sister of her father. The only allegation that's directly related to the father were allegations that the dad showed Lil Tay inappropriate horror movies and also made claims of infidelity regarding the man. The publishing of this affidavit was followed by a gap of nearly 2.5 years of activity on the Lil Tay account. Then, quite suddenly, on August 9th of 2023, a post would be issued to it saying that Lil Tay and her brother had in fact died of causes that were still under investigation. Yes, it said that Lil Tay was dead. This mysterious turn of events suddenly sparked discussion in the community about what could have led to the sudden development. Given everything that had happened with Lil Tay over the years, it seemed likely to have been another faked incident.
Yeah.
However, upon being approached by the press,
I just wouldn't trust anything they say ever at this point, which is kind of sad if some of the fucked up stuff has any credibility to it, but it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf, right? It's like
stated that he could neither confirm nor deny whether his daughter was alive. By this point, it was still assumed that she was under his custody, so the idea of him not having a concrete answer seemed to suggest things weren't as simple and
you know, peachy as they appeared.
Many at the time considered this to be yet another publicity stunt, and folks speculated that her father may have even been in on it. Curiously, around the time of this announcement, it was discovered that a cryptocurrency called Lil Tay token had been created, which lent to the idea that this could have been a scam or some sort of hoax to hype up the crypto. Unsurprisingly, Lil Tay was not dead. Tay herself would come forward to TMZ soon after this and address the death rumor, proving that she was still alive and attributing the death hoax on her Instagram to the work of a hacker.
Then, quite suddenly, on August 18th, an image was posted to the Lil Tay Instagram account, which was stated to be the outcome of the court case.
This included her father Chris paying $275,000 of unpaid child support to Lil Tay, as well as giving her mother control of her activities and allowing her to return to her residence.
Although, despite this lining up with some of the original claims of him being an absentee father, there was no mention of the abuse. Due to this, it seemed only natural that after being returned to the custody of her mother, Tay would soon return to her social media platform, and that's exactly what would happen.
On September 30th, the Instagram account posted a teaser video, while at the same time, her YouTube channel became active again, posting a new Lil Tay music video called Sucker for Green. Lil Tay was back in full force, and it seemed like now she had full control of everything. After emerging from this apparent legal battle with her father, Lil Tay would come forward with her side of the custody battle story. Lil Tay stated that the man once thought to be her old manager had not been affiliated with her at all, and was simply a stand-in working with her father to spread the false rumor that her half-brother had been attempting to spread abuse allegations. Tay alleged that all the other allegations previously mentioned in court documents posted to the Instagram page were true, and that he had been abusive for each of the aforementioned reasons.
And in fact, physical abuse of me was so common in this household that her son caught onto it, and he was doing it to me too.
These factors were possibly the reason why she had returned to her mother's custody after the legal battle, though generally speaking, women do get custody of their kids in these proceedings. Now at this point, we're at the present day with Lil Tay. She continues to post content to all of her social media pages, as well as a newer TikTok account that she created. Though the drama seems never ending with this creator, as she would upload a video mysteriously titled "This Must End" very recently. It's a video that shows police officers in someone's yard, implying that perhaps her legal conflict has not concluded yet. Whatever the case though, it seems that Lil Tay now has control over her social media empire, or at least her mother does, who appears to be somewhat more sympathetic to her online goals. We'll have to see where the Lil Tay story goes from here.
And well, you've made it to the end. Let me know what you guys thought about this video down below in the comment section, and let me know who or what you want me to talk about next.
No bullying, please! Dude, this was a really good video. Shout out freaking Wavywebsurf, dude. I'll link the full video in the description. Thank you guys for freaking watching this reaction video. Have you heard about any of these stories before? I think I knew more of them than I thought I did, but also my mind is a blur. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the freaking next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!